Okay. All right. I should go now. Okay. Okay. So we are ready to do anything. It's back on. Somebody's there. Okay. All right. I should go. Moki Agbomiti Okweta, I think he's calling from South Africa. People are tired of the situation. We have lived outside our territory, our indigenous land for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. And the threat of coming back home is not even something that we can think of. That means we should be prepared for the consequence to defend and fight. Whatever is going to happen will happen. We should not be scared of that. Nigeria will break. If it has to mean we go for war, so be it, but they cannot kill every one of us. About multi background, they don't think pay job any. The bora yin ejo e ba multi background. Fi bora yin ke to wa lórí phone kò lè work out.
Hello, okay, Mr. Akoiki.
Okay, no. E káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ọlọ́run àti ọmọ tó ń ṣe. Àti ìjánu ìlú ti gbé. Kẹ́rí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí nípa láàlì Èkó náà tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ṣòtìyé. Àwọn kan sọ pé ìjà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àbí kankan, ìjà ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn bàbá yẹn lo strategy lókè táwọn pípé bá wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí làwọn lè ṣe fún wọn láwọn tọ́ọ̀gì lóríṣiríṣi tó lè kó jáde tó lè fi àtàkì rálì. Nínú tìlẹ̀ wọn láwọn ìlú àjídẹ́tọ̀ ló ń dá dúró nǹkan kọ̀kiri kan. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ni pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ jókòó strategy wo la lè lò fún wọn tó bá tẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀ pé strategy tiwọn náà jáde lókè o wọ́n tẹ̀ á fẹ́ ta rálì o òkè kí ni bàtà lè ṣe fún wọn kí ni bàtà lè lò. Lọ́mà ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn àdókò Yorùbá àti Yorùbá sì máa pọ̀jù síra wọn kò sọ́gbọ́n because àgbàlá jò nínú àwọn bàbá yẹn.
Let's go straight to Anisuru. All right, go ahead. Thank you very much. Let me comment there a little bit. Do you know that nobody is even talking about IDP anymore? Sorry, my brother. Let me because you mentioned IDP. Nobody, not even myself. We've left them alone, and people say we are not at war. People that are Nigerians are living in IDP camp. Go ahead, my brother.
They call it an IDP camp. Who are the people attacking those people? Are they not friends? They are attacking the people. Okay, look at what is going on in some of your people, they are in Cotonou.
Let me, you know why you're talking about IDP? Because that's the beauty about, the internet. You can quickly do a search. Just wait there. Nigeria, 56,000 IDP in Bauchi appeal for the government assistance. And people say we are not at war. Go ahead.
Okay, look at what is going on. With the whole of them, they've been kidnapping people, they've been shooting people, they've let them against government, they've let them on government. Just look at what is going on. That's why it's going at war.
Yeah.
But the point is that even though politicians and high criminal and going about people, that's what is going on. And that just says a lot of things are going on the ground. Look at there's no media in Nigeria that is covering all this nonsense that is going on.
The media are not going to talk about it. The media are not talking about it. Let me come in again, my brother. Jerry, the situation happening in Southeast is underreported. Dr. Kemi Oluloyo, lover, hater, she has always said that the media in Nigeria has been suppressed. They have not been allowed to report what is going on in the country. But because what is going to happen in the Southwest, we will be able to report it as quickly as more than what is happening in the Southeast. The only time you see all these small videos, where I'm going to play one now, where military, live bullet, shooting at the people, and you say we are not already at war. Okay, look at
the Sanity of People State. The Supreme Court administrative. Okay, administrator. Okay, that one is going around the form of the soldier. Okay, from the headquarters, nobody from under his country, many places wants to go. And also, you have money on the road. If you don't have one place, that's the war. I don't know why people don't understand what it's
yeah, people say we're not at war. All right, thank you very much, my brother. That's one of our brother there from the Biafra side. I say thank you very much as well for that powerful contribution as well. So I'm just setting up, making sure that we can continue, especially those on the Instagram. We want to make sure everybody is still watching. I know that it's going to have a bit of effect. +4475 94050 I know this is having a big impact. I'm going to move it a little bit. That is the number. The line is still very busy. Let us hear what one of our comrade Olawale said in one of the video he sent to us as well. Okay, let's get this call coming through again. Let's go straight. +31. What country is this? Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
What country is this? +31.
From Amsterdam.
Oh, Amsterdam. Okay. All right. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate what you're doing.
We appreciate ourselves all together.
I want to tell you, you have to accommodate critics because they must come,
Oh yes, I live in. When you live in the Western world, my brother, just like myself and you, critics is part of the game. I live in the UK for 2 decades, so if I say I don't want critics, I'll be fooling myself. But one thing is, yeah.
So the more they come, the more you know that you understand. So, but if you don't see them, don't be very far. Otherwise, what you're doing is not working.
Okay.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
I'm feeling it.
Thank you very much.
Just a matter of time.
Thank you. Whether they like it or not, Biafra will go, Yoruba will go, Middle Belt will go, and one thing is, I have said it, it might not be something that people want to hear. Nigeria is already in that pathway. There will be more chaos as we go into the end of the year, as we go into the next year. Even the politicians are planning their own exit, just like Pastor Ade Farasi. This call, I can't hear you because it's not coming through the speaker. So I'm going to have to let you go, and maybe you have to call back again. I might be because the way you called. Okay. I just saw my sister there. Or is it just me? Okay. 1 minute. When you see the media, you have to call the media first before anybody. So it might take me. I can see that one of my sisters just called. Maybe she wants to contribute. I'm not going to tell you the name yet. Or maybe she just want to speak to me on her own. Hello. Mo wà lórí show náà ni mo yẹ pé dà pé ẹ mọ̀ kó máa lórí show. But mo sì lórí speaker. All right then. Okay, I saw it at the time. All right. See, that's what people don't understand. They don't. I'm not going to tell you who called, but that's the media that just called me, and we'll talk to her later. All right, let's go straight and take more calls. Hello, caller.
Huh?
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah,
Canada. Okay, Canada.
Yeah,
I share the marriage. Okay.
I was there.
Okay.
Showing me.
Okay. Okay.
ṣé ní pẹ̀tẹ́kọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ tí wọ́n bá ní pé ní Canada yìí àárọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í jagun pẹ̀lú àwọn politician yìí ọmọ tá a bá rí àwọn tá a bá kán máa wá sí kágbé àti kóra wá jọ àti fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ogun yẹn láti ìgbà ìrọ̀lọ́ ọlọ́run á lè fún àṣìlágbára ọlọ́run.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run, no going back. Ben, lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Àmín, ẹ ṣé gan-an. Thank you very much. Moki Mama mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, I can just spot her there on a comment. I say thank you very much, my mom. I can't love you more for standing firm in the midst of all the bulala. You know, there's a lot of bulala, but I don't want to go into all those bulala, and I don't want to lose focus as well. I appreciate every single one of us that have been doing our own little best. Whether you're spending money, whether you are giving advice, you know, and like I always say, if we have not responded to you for whatever reason, don't be offended. Continue to try. You will get through to me. There's no way no one can get through to me and say, but why how difficult? Even some people say, after I got to Nigeria, I read a comment. You know, I read all the comments after the show. I go and look at the comment. I read some of them. Say, oh, but today Nigeria, you can't get to team and all that. All that is lie. There's no way, and you have to remember, we only have 12 hours in a day. And if everybody wants to talk on 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and that means I will not have time for other things as well. So let us also bear that in mind. I do my best to communicate. I do my best to reply all your messages. If I haven't replied your messages urgent, give me a missed call. I'm sure I will go through it as well. I appreciate everyone on the YouTube, on the Instagram, on the Koiki Media. We're also live on the MixLR. Let me see if we have somebody there. I think I saw somebody there earlier on. One person is listening to us. It's still part of it. We're paying for it every month. People always say, why do you demand for money? But before I go into that, the radio, we should have a first test transmission on the 1st of June. I've spoken to the individuals that are working to get it up and running. In terms of 1st of June, we should have a transmission test on the radio. You all remember we raised money for that radio. That money that you raise is what is going to take place on the 1st of June. There will be so many other things that we need to do, but I expect also that every one of us must throw in our weight. Whether you are in a group, whether you are an organization, a lot of people have asked for where do we donate money for the national fund for the Yorubas. From what I've been told, there are so many accounts in terms of groups account. Let's say like Ilana Odua, they have their own operation account. Ilana Odua in UK might have their own operation account. Ilana Odua might have their own operation account in Germany, in Canada. Those are the branches. But when we're talking about the national one, as far as I can tell you, I've not been given one that I have to promote until Professor Banji Akintoye himself make a video that will say this is the account for the Yoruba National Fund. People have sent me different accounts. I'm afraid I cannot promote an account that has not been verified, that has not been confirmed by Professor Banji Akintoye. So not that I don't want to promote any account, but until Professor Banji Akintoye says this is the account, definitely there's no reason more than to promote that account. But like I said, 1st of June, by God's grace, we should have the first transmission on the radio. It's going to be on the shortwave. And the reason why we've taken the shortwave is, as everybody knows, if we're going to go through the FM area, we need a transmitter. It has to be somewhere, whether inside location 9 or outside location 9. And we want to make sure that the money that we have spent so far does not take down in no matter of time. We can do the FM, which eventually we will still do. But let us run the shortwave. They cannot take down the shortwave. They might want to find out where it's going to be coming out from. They cannot find out that. That is something that they will have to work hard. But that is something that a lot of people will say, but we need an FM that can run 24 hours. That will come up later on. But for now, because we want to make sure that the money that we've all put together, owo tatida, ofuno, and you can see the result as well. Because some people are waiting. Àdúrà tí wọ́n ní sí ni pé kọ́rọ̀ rédíò yẹn kó má wáyé. So that Wale to go to Koiki, I can say I look on YouTube all the time and I put my name there and I see all kind of broadcasts and they change the headline. I saw one that said, we collected 500 million naira. And I'm like, wow, I wish I can collect 500 million naira. I would have destroyed this country a long time ago. Wallahi tallahi summa billahi la ilaha illa huwa. This country will have gone down long time ago if I have 500 million. You know what 500 million will have done? We will have created the kind of awareness that they've never seen before. But the little that we have, the little that you all have contributed is why we are where we are today. And even the governors had a meeting to discuss about us. That is something that we should be grateful for. It is not about me. It is about every single one of us. And I've told you. And some say that, and I need to also clarify this as well, for record purpose. There was no point in time on my show that I said you should donate Yoruba fund to Koiki Media. There was no point at any time. Go back, sit down, review all the videos I've done. There was no point at no time. Timosope Edawo Yoruba fund for Koiki Media. No. I've always requested money for Koiki Media platform, and I have the right to do so because it is a media. I've told you I'm not a blogger. A blogger also can request for money, but from the media point, and we have to do so many things. You all watch all the streaming, all the things that we are doing. You know, we spend the money to make sure we do all those things. So if you are seeing CNN, you think people don't pay CNN for advertisement, and we also must be sponsored. Some people say, "No, Nigeria. At least I'm doing something." And to Nigeria, you understand? So all sort of things have been said, but one thing I can say is that is just distraction. We need some of that like that. You know, it keeps us on our toes as well. But one thing is, the Yoruba nation is not going back. And yes, you know, if you have to support us in your money so that I can continue to do what I'm doing and then I can take care of the family, what's wrong in that? The journalists that CNN sent to the war zone, do you know how many journalists is already in Israel? They have to pay for their hotel, they have to pay for their insurance, their security, they have to pay for so many things. Do you think while you're watching all those bomb, boo, boo from Israel, do you think that those journalists are not at risk? Everything in life is at risk, but the risk is better to fight it now. So that at no point have I, Olayomi Koiki, asked anybody to donate for the Yoruba Rescue Fund to me or the Yoruba Fund to me. No. We set up the Yoruba GoFundMe at some point and I promoted it just like, and the money never came to me. It came into the GoFundMe and I believe it's still there. So there was no area in my conversation I ever asked for anyone to donate Yoruba fund to me. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ tún ní they gave us 6 Sienna. Àwọn tó ra mọ́tò Sienna kan fún wa, they are the US of Ìlànà Oòduà, and it is only one. So if anybody out there, and some of the people that are doing all this ESA, it's nothing more than they believe that I have a lot of people watching me. And that means when I talk to donation, they think because I ask for donation for Koiki Media personally is not for the Yoruba Nation agitation. It's my own donation, and I will decide what I want to do with it. So if I'm now using that donation to support people for transportation, people think that because I'm doing that, that means some people have donated money for all this reason. But it is always good to put it on record, and I'll put it on record again. It's the 26th day of May 2021. It's exactly 15:30, and that means it's exactly 3:30. There was no point at any of my broadcasts I've requested for donation personally that is meant for the Yoruba National Fund. There was no time I said so. So let us take note of that. Let's take more calls, and we continue with the broadcast. Hello, caller. Eba, mute the background. It's Walima. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon from here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you for the work you are doing.
We appreciate you as well for calling.
Yes, we continue to do what we can to make sure that Nigeria ends.
Definitely.
Because people they're supposed to understand that name Nigeria is what makes them to behave the way they behave. They don't think well. They don't think. The more you shout for them to come and realize the danger they are in, they will understand it because that Nigeria is the evil that is holding everybody down. Nothing is working. Okay? Our people should know that the more they hold into Nigeria, the more they experience it. Nigeria means death. They're supposed to know that. Okay. Our people are living, I saw somebody yesterday showing our people running away from their home by Sudanese. You know, and Nigerian government, police, and the army are there, taking them out instead of fighting the Sudanese for them. They take them out from their homes, giving them to IDP or whatever. Is that how we're supposed to live against that country? You know? So now the police and the army are going to be supporting the bandits and the terrorists to kill the innocent people. Why you don't use that this kind of time now? People are too busy campaigning for 2023 election. And they still what happened to our brain? So my brother, we are fighting, we are not stopping. We have to go on.
Thank you very much.
Our elders who think that we have to listen to them because the elders, there will be a time we say no to them. We have to make our future.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Let me quickly run this through. We talked about the IDP. I just put it on Google, IDP Nigeria, and it came out with so many search. 4 hours ago, essential needs and nutrition analyst, Northwest Nigeria. The next one says, General Coordinator, Head of Mission, is running directly 3 clinics in Maiduguri, 2 clinics in the 2 IDP camp in Dambo local government area. And the next one, I talked about that earlier, 56,000 IDP in Bauchi are now appealing for government assistance. Again, Zulum to close 4 IDP camps in Nigeria 4 days ago. And likewise as well, Northeast Nigeria, displacement report 36, May 2021. Let me read this one out. And this is a report from the Relief Web. It says, Northeast Nigeria displacement. I'm going to take more calls, though. Let us get this part. So when people say, don't create war, Fulani have already created the war, and they want that war to spread into the Southwest. We can see how the problem is going on in the Southeast. Southeast. That problem is going to come into Southwest very soon if we don't start talking and stopping. This report, which presents the result from the round 36 of displacement tracking metrics assessment carried out by the International Organization of Migration, IOM. I'm sure a lot of you know them. They're in Libya. They're in all this war zone country. That is what they do. IOM, you know them very well. Their aims is to improve the understanding of the scope of internal displacement, the plight of the returnees, and the need of the displacement affected population in the Northeast Nigeria. The report covers the period from 8th of February to 24th of February 2021, this year, and also reflect the trend from the 6 states in the Nigerian Northeast geopolitical zone. This zone is the most affected by the conflict of the consists of the following states: Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, and Taraba and Yobe State. In the round 36, hear this very well. Hear this fact very well. A total of 2,184,254 internal displaced persons were identified in the 447,628 households. I want somebody to take note of this again. I'm going to repeat it again. There is already problem in the country, and we must end it now before the Yorubas become internal displaced people. If we don't come together by force, shut the whole system down, whether in a peaceful manner like we are doing now, or at some point, it will become chaotic. And there's no doubt about that. I've said that so many times, and I'm not going to put that and say because I want people not to be upset. There will be chaos. When that chaos is start, when it's going to happen, I don't know. I'm going to take that back again. According to this report, this is the latest report. We have 2,184,254 internal displaced persons, and these were identified in almost 500,000 households. 500,000, and that means this signifies a 1.6% increase of 34,000 individuals compared to round 35, which was in 2020. In 2020, we had 2,150,243 internal display people that were recorded as of December 2020. 2 million as of December 2020, and it has gone up by 36,000. And some of you say, oh, we are not in problem, everything is fine and cozy. You must be deceiving yourself. Let's take more calls. Hello, caller. Eba Sorosoke, Etiwole. You are live already. Go ahead. All right, maybe I should take it off the speaker. Plus 4475 94050 Let's go straight and take more calls. Hello, caller. How are you? Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè dáadáa. À ń gbọ́ yẹn, go ahead. Àwa ni ọ́. Àmín. Àṣà. Àmín. Àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà nílùú Èkó, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Ogun State, mo kí gbogbo yín níbikíbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa. We go straight to the next caller, and I'm going to have to put it on speaker so that we can hear them very well. Hello, caller, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Mr. Joe,
Adikwe Folong, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm not going to take the time, sir. Just one thing. I'm going to stay home with you on the media is the best approach. I'm telling you. I live in the Western world. I don't know what Western world. No one is. I will come back to my place. I will come back to my place. I will come back to my place. This is football. You have to trust them. That's I think I love you. That will never be any time to give up.
Yeah.
I will be going. I will come back to my place. I will come back to my place. I will come back to my place.
Ben.
I talk to my friends. We are going to eliminate some of them. But we cannot be here forever. We are going to eliminate some of them. They cannot fight for us. Enough is enough. We don't trust them down.
Okay. All right. That's it. I totally agree. Yeah. Ben. Ben. Okay. Eshegoni. Ekiti State, 5th of June 2021. That is the next state that is hosting their rally. Also on that same day, there's going to be a senior rally as well. Bear with me, the caller. Let's also put out some of this information. It's also very, very important that we get those information out as well. Likewise as well, June 12th is going to be a massive day in different parts of the world. Also, our sister in Germany, our sister Omotoyosi, she's also hosting a rally, a peaceful rally in Germany. I think that will be on the 5th as well, from what I'm aware of. So let me quickly look at some of the other ones I can see. London is holding a massive rally on the June 12th. I understand. We all have a job to do. So, MIT sọ pé ìtorí iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká fàyè sílẹ̀ o. Ṣé rí, especially àwa tí tó bá ní ká jáde fún rally, a máa ń feel pé àwọn kan ló máa jáde. Why must we assume that àwọn kan ní kó jáde, káwa kan ká dúró sílé? So June 12, Trafalgar Square must be packed, just like we did last year during the October 1st rally. If you are saying that that means when the time comes, I learned something after I missed 2 occasions while they were very, very important occasion that I should have attended. But most of iṣẹ́ yìí kò jẹ́ kí n lè lọ. Mo padà fi iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ náà ni o. I understand not everybody will have the opportunity to be there, but if you can take this today, Tobago program ileni, they were in UK. It doesn't matter whether you are in Wales, the in Wales, in Manchester, but those in London, we must shut down London on the 12th of June. We must come out in our masses, because if we are not coming out in our masses, how then do we allow the world, the people to know that we really want to leave Nigeria? Like my last caller said, we would do it from a different angle, but those in the Europe, in UK, come out on the 12th of June. Give the time now. There's no house to come to, because the house is already been occupied by the Fulanese. Let us come out on the 12th of June in London. Àwọn tó bá lè host ẹ̀ ní Glasgow, ẹ host ẹ̀ ní Manchester, ní Birmingham, ẹ̀yin ò tún ní ṣe wàhálà pé tún bọ̀, ẹ kóra yín jọ, ẹ lọ sí City Center. Ṣé rí tẹ́ bá ń fi ṣe àláyè ìyàn àwọn wo ló wá láyè? Ẹ fàyè yẹn sílẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wa ká fi wọn àwọn òyìnbó pé we have had enough. We want to live our own world. We don't want to be part of this contraction called Nigeria. And if we don't do so, that means we are all not really interested to liberate our people. That might save a lot of things. It might put pressure on the Fulani man. They are watching as well. They know that we are not going to back down. They know that they cannot bribe us. They cannot induce us with anything. They know that. So if you are hearing anybody saying, all that is just to take us our mind away from the reality. We have a Yoruba nation. Anybody. When we have a Yoruba nation, everybody will be flourishing inside it. Why do people go into another man's land and they are flourishing? They are doing very well. It is the same thing that we are trying to fight for now. We will have our own territory. We will have our own land. We will run a new economy. We will run things according to where everybody will have opportunity. Not the one that you make love to your wife and then you are looking for the politician to give you money for the medical bill. Not the one that we are seeing every day where Nigerians are crying on the social media for a 9 million kidney transplant that they want to do. And yet, a Fulani man has 1.5 trillion in his account. $9 million. I saw that report. So every one of us must get involved. Every single Yorubas living inside and the Biafra must come out on the 12th of June and let us shut down the whole Trafalgar Square. And we move into number 10 Downing Street, just like we did in October 1st. And let me just quickly play. I might take off the internet because if not, they will not allow me to do what I want to do now. I'm still going to take more calls. I know so many of you wants to add your voice as well. But let us do this first. And kudos to those of us that are preparing for the 3 days non-stop rally in Washington, D.C. This is how we must tell the world that we are not going to be part of Nigeria and there will not be election. The more we are all coming out and say there's not going to be election, let them come and send the observer to come and do election. Don't expect the media in Europe to talk about what we are doing. But when they see the numbers, they will not have any other option than to start asking, Kilo Shelegon in Nigeria. In June, for 3 days, there's going to be a sit down. Also, I know Italy as well is holding a rally as well. And if you have not heard about a rally yet, set up one for June 12th. Let us hear what this, then also, yeah, this is the one for the Italy as well. I've seen that as well. Ekiti is on the June 12th, June 5, we've talked about that. But let's hear this one.
Ìdíje gbogbogbò ti orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá Ìyíde gbogbogbò ti orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì yóò wáyé ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹfà ọdún 2021 ní dédé agogo 12 ọ̀sán ní gbọ̀ngàn Trafalgar ní ìlú London. Kí onílé kó gbọ́ kó sọ fún toko, kí àdán gbọ́ kó rò fún ọ̀bẹ.
And that is June 12th, Trafalgar Square. Make sure you're there. If you have to do one in Manchester, please do so as well. If you have to do one in Birmingham, in Cardiff, in Glasgow, do one as well. Nigeria will break, and there's no doubt about that. I'm going to open the phone line again. Am I running till? Because I have to prepare for Niger Voices on Star Radio UK later on as well at 6 o'clock. So it's a very busy day for me, but we have to do what we have to do because this is the only way we can engage with ourselves. Don't expect TVC to tell you we should break out of Nigeria. Don't expect channels, arise. They might talk about us the way they want. They call us secessionists, but we are fighting for Yoruba self-determination, and that is what we are fighting for. So we're going to open the phone line again. I'm just waiting for the connection to pick up, and then we continue with the broadcast. Once again, my name is Ola Yomikoike. It's exactly 15:48. We appreciate once more every single one that want to be free from this contraction called Nigeria. The politician knows and the end game is there will nothing be called Nigeria. Forget about whatever you're thinking. This country will go down, and there's no doubt about that. So let's open the phone line just for another 30 minutes or so. If you are not able to get through, please don't be upset. If you're able to get through, make it as quickly as possible so that more people can also have opportunity to tell us what they have to tell us, because everybody's opinion will be carried along. From what I've said earlier on, the test transmission for the radio will kick off on the 1st of June. There will also be a website for a website that is also being in preparedness before the radio. Somebody have done that. I think they're going to launch it on Thursday. I'm going to be promoting that as well from Thursday. I have the link already. But the radio will also have what we call like an app system. All that we'll be discussing as we go into the conversation. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm not on the Yoruba man. How are you, sir?
Just go ahead. We can still hear you. That's fine.
Okay, my name is Joseph Ofiho. I really want to say I appreciate everything you are doing. And I spoke to you a few months ago, and I want to talk to you. You said, more grace to your effort.
Thank you.
May God continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
And there are two things I want you to understand, sir. If this struggle must succeed, there are two people we have to watch out for.
Okay.
I saw in the videos from 2 days ago, global visited the Aso Rock and he made a proclamation after visiting the president. He said, Nigeria must not break. We must all hold it together. Then this is what I want to give to my Yoruba. You see, there are those who want to use, and those who want to destroy for their own selfish interest. This guy must know that this is not a child's play anymore. A single entity should not be benefiting while majority are dying. Okay? So we have to watch out for Tinubu, and we have to watch out also for what is this guy's name, the ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo. These two guys have sold their soul to the Fulani's, but we need to redeem it from the Fulani's hand. We need to stand firm. Elections was not hold 2020. When we are in support. Okay? So I want you to know that I appreciate your effort and may God continue to strengthen you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much, my brother, and all hail the Biafra. Let me say and clarify again. Tinubu does not represent any Yoruba. He represents his family. It's as simple as that. Obasanjo has done his own best. His best in his 80 cannot decide for my own generation anymore. They've been in the game, and we will end the game whether they like to be part of it or not. Tinubu is not deciding for us. Tinubu will decide for his family and those of his cronies that have put together. And that is the message to those that wants to take the message to Tinubu. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, network there. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to those of you that are still with us. So at exactly 4:30, I'll be winding down. So I'm just going to give a bit of room for almost some few more calls. Hello, caller, go ahead. Hello, okay. Okay, no problem.
We appreciate you and we are calling on your back. They don't have to be afraid. They don't have to be afraid at all. Especially all these all these movements, all the ones that in New York and Nigeria. We all have to be represented because I don't know what we say we are doing. Tí wọ́n fi máa gbàdúrà yẹn lọ́wọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan New York yẹn, iṣẹ́ tí mo ṣe òṣìṣẹ́ tí kì í má tí ò jẹ́ kí n lọ. Gbogbo dọ́là 3 days yẹn, ó máa lọ ni. I have to go and represent myself and my generations to come. But apart from that, ṣé o ní nǹkan púpọ̀ láti sọ? A rí bí wọ́n ṣe ń sún ìlú Nàìjíríà nígbà àwọn ọmọ wa. Mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ yẹn mọ́ torí ọmọ Yorùbá ni. A rí iye owó tó jí. A rí iye fraud tó lọ commit in America. But when we have Yoruba nation, nobody will be committing any fraud because the elderly will be taken care of. Àwọn tí ò ní ṣẹ́jọ will be taken care of. We have the resources to take care of ourselves. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rù, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣojo. We have to face it. Then àwọn tí wọ́n lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́, wọ́n lọ ṣe agitation yẹn, wọ́n lọ ìjọ yẹn, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ lọ lásán. Ẹ tó bá mọ̀ fóun fẹ́ pàtẹ kọ́ tira wọn nípìnlẹ̀, àlùwọ́ àti gbogbo ẹ̀ náà máa lò fún wọn. Lágbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ṣe ṣe. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ kúṣẹ́, we are praying for you. Láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ mi ò lè ṣe kí bá gbàdúrà. Púpọ̀ ìkímìdì àná ọ̀la ìtẹ́tọ̀ àti bàbá wa ìfowó. Ó pọ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ká máa gbé ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ pọ̀ láti ṣe ìdùnmọ̀rì ẹ̀ yìí fẹsẹ̀ kọ́. Thank you for offering yourself for us.
Thank you.
Ẹ̀yin ṣe lásán lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ ṣé.
And we appreciate everyone, every day, every second, every minute. And I know it is your prayer and our own action that is leading us out of this country called Nigeria. Some people love Nigeria so much. Don't be deceived by all those artists. Those artists are only fighting for their own pocket. Whether the R&B artist, the Yoruba artist, the actor, the actress, they will distract you with all nonsense. They cannot give you 10 million from their pocket. But a country like Yoruba nation will be more sustainable, economically strong. Their passport will be more recognized. More people will rather be out of the country because the situation is so bad. Let's bring the next caller in quickly so that we can take more calls. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello,
Ekason, sir.
First of all, I want to really appreciate you for everything you are doing. And Jerry Boko, get that better here. You know, one thing has to come back to the journal. That's one. That's the one. Was the Nigeria and for around critical that way, all this flower. Yeah, but God, I believe you go for our leaders. Our leaders will share in 21st century, these people still want to decide what to do. I don't understand the way these people reason. In 21st century, now critical in one, not in top one, by the cash. So, if I don't have money, you there was this member of Labour Parliament, he told to come back.
Oh yes, Morati, MP, I think she was, Morati woman, no. She was staff. I remember, yeah.
She was what to put in Yoruba Union now, so what if you want to tó wá sí Nàìjíríà láti fẹ́ kó wa lẹ́rú ṣé àwọn kò ní ròònù ni àwọn tá a gbé lóyìnbó I've been living here over 10 years. Gbogbo ẹ̀ láti rí kọ́kọ́ sí ìkọ̀kọ̀ náà. A fẹ́ wáyé gan ni that is why gbogbo nǹkan lọ́rọ̀ máa fi gbálẹ̀ fún wa. And I know by June 12 àwọn máa ṣe rally ní Manchester.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àti àwọn tí wọ́n tọ́ náà àwọn
Lágbára
ọmọ
Ọlọ́run.
àwọn máa ṣe tiwọn Manchester.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Mo ti
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
yàgbẹ́ ọlọ́ before the end of this year. Ìkọ́tà kan ní pé ká wà unite. Even pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀mọ ìkọ́tà ní nìyẹn. There's one thing I want to chip in. I know àmọ̀ pé kò sí káwọn olórí gbogbo máa sí. But èmi nífẹ̀ẹ́ ká fi ìtara ká fi tàwọn dànù. Níbi ìkọ́nà gbà ká rọ̀ gbà ìjìra wa ká let's be united. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá dà ìlú ọ̀nà wa.
Kúrò lójoojúmọ́ pé ṣé nǹkan tí Koiki sọ yìí ṣé kò ń ṣe pé tòótọ́ ló ń sọ ìdáhùn ṣì ń jẹ níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé let me say this millions of Yorubas that are not with us one way they are behind with us but they are still making their little money from what they are doing now and no problem pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ but what we will have problem is when we get to where Tony Furo máa là kíní kan máa jáde nísàlẹ̀ if they stop us that is when there will be chaos between us and them. Àwọn ò ní bá politician kankan jà, ní ṣépè fún wọn, ní bú wọn, but wọn ò ní stop tí gbogbo Yorùbá ń sọ nísìnyí pé enough is enough. It's just as simple as that. Yeah. Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Honestly, Mr. Lagi, we are getting there. We're almost there. Even I'm beginning to see a lot of things that don't share it. Even if I want to follow up on your window, only. So they are beginning to come up, but we just need to, to carry on this crusade
ẹ ṣe gan ni torí àsìkò ká lè tún fún àwọn tó kù náà láǹfààní àti bá wa dá sí let's go straight I know this is my sister very well. She's been trying. Okay, I can see my brother as well. Tajuddin is trying. A lot of you are trying. If you haven't get through, continue to try. You will definitely come through as well. Mani láti fi padà because kò lè wọ speaker. Ó ti lọ sí ibi tí mo lè gbé wá sórí speaker. I can see my sister there, from Denmark. I will try to bring her back on. Emma wọlé padà, Emma worry. My sister there. Let me quickly bring her in. Go ahead, listen. Okay. Let me. Don't mention your name. This is my sister, and I love challenges. I remember she sent me a message that Koiki, election Lawyer State me. Let me say this. Let me say this to people when we say that there will not be election. Forget about all these local government election. All that one. An election on the whole the 2023. Kékeré ni wọ́n rí ní Southeast tí wọ́n ní INEC office tó ń blow àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Èyí tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwa gbé sábẹ́ ẹkùn ẹgbẹ́ òsókè àǹtí mi.
Yes, sir. Nínú gbogbo hashtag mi tí mo máa ń lò lórí Facebook, ẹni tó bá mọ̀ mí á máa mọ̀ pé mi ni mo máa ń lò pé kúkúrú kan, ẹ̀pà jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́dà. Ṣé ní a máa pa ẹ̀dà fọ́nà ẹ̀dà àzùmọ̀ yẹn? Gbogbo tó bá tí mo bá ti máa gbọ́ òun fún ọ lẹ́yìn ọkọ̀ọ̀kan, ó ti dójú ẹ̀ báyìí o. Ó ti sún ìwà obvious pé àwọn pípọ̀ yìí wọ́n fẹ́ pa wá ní. Wọ́n fẹ́ pa àwọn akọ́wọ́ kó àwọn ọmọ wa lẹ́rù. Teaching them history in school, they don't want them to know anything. They make us so powerless. As okay, kí wọ́n máa kú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, in fact, kí wọ́n máa kú kó máa sọ fún lágbájá fún ìsàmẹ̀lókù tètè. Nínú gbogbo wọn máa kú dànù. Gbogbo tó bá ti náà ní kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kó máa kú dànù. Ká máa ní sún àwọn tí pẹ̀lú wọn nìṣó. Àti ní ìjẹ́jọ́ lọ títí mọ́ actions ni o. Wọ́n máa gbọ́ ìkú everyday. Èyí tó wọ́n bá ti bà lọ́wọ́ wọ́n máa ṣẹ́gun sọ́dọ̀ lọ́rùn kó máa lọ jẹ́jọ́ kó máa lọ jẹ́ gba ìdájọ́ wọn bẹ̀.
Àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Mo rí gbogbo yín màmá wa lálùbáríkà ní Canada, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tí ẹ ń fi ọgbọ́n àtòye tí ẹ fi ń bá wa dá sí tòun náà. Hello caller, go ahead. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ rà sà.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gidigidi gan ni nítorí pé ẹ ṣe iṣẹ́ tí ọmọ òótọ́ Yorùbá èyí tó yẹ kó ṣe ọmọ ọkọ òun lè ṣe lọ́wọ́ oníṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe òun náà pè ní ìta ló tó bàbá lọ́yẹ̀ sùn ilẹ̀ tó bàbá lọ́yẹ̀ sùn ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ dúró tilẹ̀ yá dúró tọ̀nà yìí. ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn bàbá yìí kò wọ́n ṣojú bọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ. a máa ti lágbọ́n lé wọn láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà ọ̀rọ̀ alẹ́ ti débẹ̀ gbogbo wọn ilé tí Tinubu ń sọ ní bíi 2-4 days ago tó sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ tó tọ́ ọmọ APC àti Gani Adams yẹn a máa tó gbé orí ẹ̀ a máa gbé lọ sí iwájú Aláàfin very soon oògùn tó sọ pé ó ní ìyẹn a ó máa jó wa a máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ torí àwa máa tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé mo ló wà láyé One Nation láyé ìgbà tí Awólọ́wọ̀ a máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní ó tó ogun díẹ̀ báyìí díẹ̀ ló kù ká mọ̀ pé yẹ́s àwọn kan ń bẹ Yorùbá ni wọ́n ṣebí ọmọ kìíní lòun ó rò pé àwọn ọmọ ìtàn òun ni àwa mọ ìtàn ẹ̀ nígbà tó ń ṣe kápẹ́ntà ní Lẹ́kì tó ń ṣe kápẹ́ntà ń bẹ̀ kó tó wá jìjà kọba sọ́jọ́ tó sọ pé káwọn first DPO tó gun àmọ́ jẹ́ kó yé ó kò ń ṣe preamble ni àwọn tó ń bọ̀ ta pẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ ẹ̀kan tó ń jọ ń bọ̀ ta dáhùn sọ pé bí ìgbésà kò kí bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo sábà mi tracy bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn mo ti rí pé.
ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ lórí ti bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams. Let me say this. Let us remain focused. I've watched all the videos myself. When I use the word focus, this will be the first day, apart from message Chief Sunday Igboho ní Kinsolano. There's no fight between the two of them, and we don't want anybody to create one. And I'll repeat it again. There's no fight between the two of them. And Chief Sunday Igboho. Some people might not like that I'm the spokesman for Chief Sunday Igboho, but presently, he might decide to pick somebody else later. Everything is temporary in life. But presently, I am still the spokesman. And that means I am the closest, apart from his family, to speak to him directly at any time. And he will listen to me. And he does listen to me. And I'm not talking about WhatsApp call. And we don't want anyone, on especially on this show. I understand our feelings. I have that same feelings. Last year, when I called Ìbà Gani Adams, I told him, I've not seen him since I've been in the country. But one thing I can tell us is, Nigeria is a big elephant, and we will kill it from different angles. Tí Ìbà Gani Adams fẹ́ pa kó gé orí ẹ̀, àwọn fẹ́ gé ẹsẹ̀. Àwọn kan fẹ́ kó ikùn ẹ̀ jáde so that kò ní gbérí mọ́ láyé. And we should not lose that focus. Our fight is with the Fulani, Hausa, that have allowed you and me to live outside our territory for a very long time. And àwọn tó wà nílé, they are so scared to even do half of what I am doing. Only few of them. Yoruba nation. That is the danger that have kept in the minds of the Yoruba people. And that is the problem that we want to eliminate. So whether we want to talk about one person or the other is not the issue on the ground. In a different dimension, so be it. I've spoken to Professor Akintoye today. Baba Balagba, Baba Tony Mo, Toloye. Ìjà táwọn fẹ́ jà. Àwọn náà mọ̀. Mo sọ fún gbogbo yín. When I said I was going to burn that embassy, people thought I was joking. It was Professor Akintoye that called me. And I respected him. And I still do till today. And that's the way you all have access to him as well. Not because I'm here. But what I'm saying is the issue between our great warriors, let us be careful and tread carefully with it. No one is perfect. We understand the danger in our hand. Most of Ilano, one sa 300 Quran, ní Kaula, confirmed Timoni evidence. Every day till I speak today, one sa lepe ki Yoruba ma lo. So do you think it's going to be easy? Àdúrà tí ni ó jẹ́ kí irú àwa náà dúró. Ẹ fi pé ẹlòmíì tẹ́wọ́n pé bí àwọn ti gbé I saw some comment I laugh. Ẹlòmíì náà gbà tó ti wà pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho ti gbé nǹkan fún no. Kí tó mọ Chief Ìgbòho, ó ní àwọn nǹkan tẹ́mi náà ti sọ jáde. And I still stand with it. Mo léèyàn tó sọ fún mi pé má tẹ̀ bọ́ àwọn British government tó má sọ̀rọ̀ sí Queen náà. Wọ́n ti gé mọ́mí kan pè mí lánàá ní Koiki yé máa lo F word yẹn mò láìkẹ̀. Tí bá tún lò nísìnyí yá ẹni. Mo sọ pé kò yé máa lò. I have somebody that called me and say, má ta sí àwọn British rárá. Tí bá ta sí àwọn British, ta ló fún wa ní problem tí gbogbo wa ṣe pariwo lójoojúmọ́? It is British. Àwọn British tó fún wa ní problem. Ṣé Ìbà Gani Adams tó fún wa ní problem ni? No. Ṣé Chief Sunday Igboho ló fún wa ní problem? No. Àwọn tó create problem àtàwọn tí wọ́n fún ní power tí wọ́n fi suppress gbogbo wa. Àwọn yẹn ni ká face ká bájà ká face wọn ká bá wọn jà gidi. Ẹlòmíà ní Nigerian government. Wáyé àpá gbogbo wa pátápátá kò dẹ̀ ní sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́. Níta fẹ́ bá wọn fà. Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan ta fẹ́ ṣe ni àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ ní sọ nǹkan ta fẹ́ ṣe fún ẹ̀yin. Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan ta fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní mọ̀. Nítorí pé kò ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn tó ń wò wá ló nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa. I told you last year, there are millions of things that I personally wanted to do. So let us tread carefully with our great warriors. We might not agree. Ṣé fi pé gbogbo èèyàn ló agree pẹ̀lú Chief Sunday Igboho ni? Ṣé fi pé gbogbo èèyàn? Oríṣiríṣi orúkọ ló ń pè é. But ó dúró tán. Ojoojúmọ́ dẹ̀ ló fi sọ fún mi pé sẹ́ no going back. Only no going back. Ojoojúmọ́ ló dẹ̀ fi yé mi bẹ́ẹ̀ pé no going back ni. Ọlọ́run tó dẹ̀ láyé tó lọ́run á tún bàbá máa kẹ́. Bó bá ṣe ń kẹ́ Chief Sunday Igboho á máa kẹ́ Ìbà Gani Adams. Á dẹ̀ máa kẹ́ gbogbo àwọn ológun wa lọ́tùn lósì níbikíbi tó bá wà. So ẹ jẹ́ ká tread carefully on that issue. I understand our feelings, but our feelings is let us remain focused. Àti débi tá à ń lọ tán, ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn politicians tẹ́yìn sọ pé wọ́n ní power, wọ́n ní power kankan when the trouble starts. Mélòó ni wọ́n gan, mélòó làwọn politicians? How many of them? I told you, Mori kan tó jáde lẹ́nìí, Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, I saw him. Kódà ní Johnny kan tí èmi àti bàbá wa ta jáde, he was driving on the opposite direction as a governor. That governor, Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, that was almost 2 weeks ago. I won't give you the location where we were traveling to, but he was driving on the opposite direction. A full governor. Traffic yẹn pọ̀ nígbà tó ṣe títì. Táwọn bá ṣe títì ni tó tẹ̀ yẹ kí governor máa drive lórí títì ju pé kókò lọ lórí train. Àkọ́kọ́ ní àbí ká dá sùúrù túlẹ̀ fún un. Ká jẹ́ kó máa lọ. Bọ̀ báwọn náà ṣe rí pé àwa la wà nínú mọ́tò. Gbogbo security tó kó dání, wọ́n kí wa tó fi lọ ní. Because àwọn ló jẹ̀bi. Who the hell is it that is a government is driving through opposite direction? Well, let's leave that on the side. So mo bẹ̀ gbogbo wa ni. The focus is the Hausa Fulani man that wants me and you to remain slave forever. And let me now quickly go back and tell us, that write-up that I started with, that Professor Banji Akintoye have to say. Fulani people brainwashed to think all of Nigeria belongs to them. Ìyẹn ló yẹ ká máa bínú sí. Ìyẹn gangan ló yẹ ká máa bínú sí. ìyẹn gangan ló yẹ ká máa bínú sí pé a Fulani is thinking ló ní brain tí wọ́n pé àwọn làwọn own gbogbo Nàìjíríà. So that means pé àwọn làwọn own Ìbà Gani Adams, àwọn làwọn own Chief Sunday Igboho, àwọn làwọn own gbogbo àwa náà tàwa nínú ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ló yẹ ká máa bínú sí. Akintoye said he struggled for the actualization of the Oduduwa nation was necessitated by the need to save its people from suffering. Are we not suffering enough? Okay, you are making money in wherever you are across the globe, but you are still using that money to take care of your people in Nigeria. If Nigeria was truly working as it's meant to be, so they can't send over to Nigeria. If truly we are the 6th largest crude oil producer, and all these bastard Hausa Fulani held on to all those positions, knew where the money is coming and where the money is going, and they have made us to suffer for a very long time. Yoruba historian Professor Banji Akintoye has explained why he is in the struggle for the actualization of the independent Yoruba nation. Nothing more than that. There will not be election. Ẹ lọ sọ fún wọn pé a ní ṣe election nínú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ sọ fún gbogbo diplomat pé a sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní ṣe election. Gbogbo wọn yà sáré kàbàkàbà ni. Ṣé kékeré ni wọ́n rí ní South East? Wọ́n á rí tó máa jù ẹ lọ ní South West. Ẹni èmi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi. Kékeré ni wọ́n rí ní South East. Tó ṣe ń sọ pé INEC office. Wọ́n á rí tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní South West when the time gets close. But let's push all the necessary diplomacy, while we are also preparing for the worst case scenario. Let's hear more from what Professor Banji Akintoye have to say. Akintoye, who is the leader of Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà, and you are fighting for petty things and we lose focus on the real deal. Focus the lórí. Okay, agreed. Gbogbo yín wá máa sọ, okay, kò sẹ́ńtẹ́ mi náà lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí, mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ sí. Àtàwọn àti gbogbo wọn pátápátá kò sí ìta lè sọ̀rọ̀ sínú wọn. But not because after sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn kọ́lá ń sọ nísìnyí mọ́. Let us now remain focused. Look, mo rí àwọn kábíyèsí kan. Tó bá ti rí mi báyìí. Kóìkì. Bàbá ẹ̀yin náà wò wá ni. Mo máa ń wẹ̀ ẹ́. I told you, the governors are watching, the kábíyèsí are watching. So táyọ̀ bá tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn mọ́ gan, ìyí ta ti sọ wọ́n ti gbọ́, ó ti wọnú egungun wọn. Ìyí tó ò bá dé gbọ́, Oòduà ló máa jẹ́gbẹ́ ẹ̀. Ó máa jẹ́gbẹ́ kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Ara mi ni mò ń jà fún ni. Am I fighting for myself? No, I'm fighting fáwọn náà ni. Just like Chief Sunday Igboho used to say. Ṣé ó jẹ́ kí local government chairman tó ní respect kó máa determine ìgbà tí ọba máa travel kúrò lórí nínú ìlú ẹ̀? Ìbò ló ti ń ṣe yẹn. Let's go back and hear what Professor Banji Akintoye have to say more. It's 15 minutes past 26th of May, 2021. Akintoye, who is the leader? There's so many leaders. I'm not disputing that. But as far as we're concerned, he is the leader of the Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà, and we will fight shoulder to shoulder with him. I told even Iba, nígbà yẹn, pé ẹ wọ ṣòkòtò yín dáadáa. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fa ṣòkòtò yín dáadáa, àwa gan máa bá yín fà. But tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ ń bẹ̀rù ni, àwa fi ọwọ́ kún yín, ẹ mọ̀ pé ní sójà tó ju $5,000. Àwa náà máa darapọ̀ mọ́ yín. So what the hell are we all talking about? Akintoye, who is the leader of the Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà, the umbrella body of the Yoruba self-determination group. So stop listening to all this nonsense, brown envelope Nigerian media that are calling us secessionists. Gbogbo wọn máa sáré media house mi gan máa sáré radio station mi máa ó máa gbóná fact lẹ́ ń gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi yẹn. Ó máa ṣe kí ni? Ó máa gbóná máa yẹruku. Said a struggle for the actualization of the Oduduwa nation was necessitated by the need to save his people from their suffering. Are we not suffering enough? Have we not suffered enough? Whether you are making money in Nigeria, are you not even suffering? Scared to go to your village? No, it's not that. It's because the people in the village are living in poverty. Your people in the village are more in danger. That is why you are scared to travel from Lagos to your village. Wait, how can you be scared to take, you know, a G-Wagon to your village and then you say, hey, don't you G-Wagon, no, accident? It's because of poverty. Poverty is as simple as that. There's nothing more than that. It's poverty. And that is why we are the capital poverty of the world. The number 3 global terrorism index. You don't even know what that means. I'm a study kaba. Palace. Akintoye, who was a senator in the Second Republic, stated this in a virtual meeting while he was talking to Dele Momodu. I think that was where they picked up this information. He said the Earthmen were not violent, neither were they destructive, but the ones that have been sent since 2014, the Earthmen Fulani that have been inside Nigeria since 2014 have deliberately indoctrinated. And when you let me break it down quickly. Let's go and find out the meaning of that. Let's quickly do a Google search and let's hear the way it's pronounced. Indoctrinate. Indoctrinate. What does that mean? Broadcasting was a vehicle for indoctrinating the masses. What we are doing now is, we are talking every day. It's too much. But what we are doing is waking the conscious mind of millions of people across the globe. And they will start thinking, I see my boy, Nigeria. At least we are doing something. To accept a set of belief, uncritical. I want to believe regardless of whatever anybody is saying, regardless of whether America like it or not, or Great Britain. Britain, this is not 1914. So let me just quickly read more from that, and then we take a few more calls, and then we start bringing the show to an end. And empower. They allow the Fulani to come into the country from 2014. They empower them with AK-47, killing any Yoruba, stealing anyone they can steal, rape anyone they can rape, sweep anyone they can sweep out of the road. And that is why you are scared to even travel from Lagos to your village. They've empowered them to go and hurt people as servant of philosophy that says that we, the Fulani, Allah has given us Nigeria, and all of Nigeria, it is our duty to drive the people off their land and take their land. And you are telling me that what I'm saying is too much. I want to believe I want Nigeria, I want Nile. And that is what they are doing. They own every part of the parastatal in this country. It doesn't matter how billionaire you are, how millionaire you are. You will still pass through there, even with your British passport, because you will arrive into Muritala Mohammed Airport. And that stupid, Hausa man is asking, where have you been? Where are you coming from? You know, I can't get out of my face. And that is what we should be upset about. So yes, you might say it doesn't concern me. But as soon as you land into Muritala Mohammed Airport, they are waiting for you. They are waiting for you. They will disrespect you and your family right from the airport, and there's nothing you can do to them. Have you ever seen those of you that have British passport and you are born from this country, but you are respected with that British passport as you are getting into the entrance of Great Britain from Heathrow or New Jersey or wherever you're traveling to? They've respected you because you're holding that American passport. Get a Nigerian passport, arrive at Muritala Mohammed Airport. They will disrespect you, not to even talk about your British passport. Do you think they care? Even Hausa people, somebody say, check a banzani for Hausa, can you come and find the passport on Bebo? They will shoot you. They will do whatever they can do. They will disrespect you with your wife and your children right from Muritala Mohammed Airport. And some of you have already experienced it before. You think they care? They don't care. So you are thinking about the one in the forest. What about the one that you see every day? And what kó sójà Yoruba, what kó sójà Igbo, what kó lọ síbi tí wọ́n ti ń jagun, what kó sójà Hausa, what kó wọn sí border, come make owó. Do you know all the soldiers, the Nigerian soldiers from the north, are already in the Yoruba land as the superior, and then they put the Yoruba man there. Go on Ibadan Expressway. Go on all those roads. They will disrespect you in your own brand new car. Hey, park your car, Oga, park your car. What did they talk? All this grammar, I know you hear this grammar. If you say anything, they'll shoot you, they'll kill you, and nobody will say anything. This is what we are fighting for. This is what we must end as quickly as possible. They will assassinate you. You think they care about you? And that is why we are saying, let us end it now. If we have to fight our way out, so be it. Let us fight out. That is why your children cannot make it home without you going for 7 days fasting. So what you think is about the Fulani in the forest we are talking about? The Fulani at the immigration office in the Ikoyi, you see all the Yorubas outside calling you to come and do passport. But the one that will stamp the passport is in the air condition. You see them in the police force. You see them in the military, in the Navy. Talk about any parastatal, you will see the Hausa as the head. And that is what they're fighting for. They are keeping the land for themselves. And they are already breeding their own. You think they're not breeding their own people as well to take over from them? You think you will take over from them? You think I will? This is what we should be crying for every blessed day when we wake up as Yoruba people. And some people say we should be patient with them. You think you are smart. You are smart, but you get to the Muritala Mohammed Airport. Hey, open your bag. They disrespect you. Bag anyhow. When it's gone through the proper channel, through the scanning system, why should you open your bag? They will open your wife on these. Right in front of you. You cannot say anything. If you say anything, they'll kill you. You come home. You drive into Ijebu and you see a man there saying, park your car. Park your car, Oga, park your car. Oga, park your car. You are speaking grammar. They'll shoot you and they'll rope you as a criminal. Let's take a few more calls. Hello, caller.
Hello, brother.
Ekaro Soleto. Ami. Ami.
Kí àwọn tó fẹ́ organize rally yẹn sá kí wọ́n wá bí wọ́n ti ń dáná àrò iná àrò wọ́n ti ń dáná àrò kí wọ́n bu iyọ̀ sínú omi wọ́n ti yé yín wọ́n á fi omi yẹn àti iyọ̀ yẹn òun náà máa fi paná àrò yẹn èéfín díẹ̀ kó lọ sókè lákòfẹ́ bàbá mi mo sọ náà bá tó dá mi búra fún yín kò ní séwu.
Kò tẹ̀lé gbà lórí wa, ó ti late. Kò tẹ̀lé gbà, kò ní gbà lórí wa láyé. Kò lè gbà lórí wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Aṣẹ́dùmọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Àmín. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a dúpẹ́ fún àǹfààní tí a fi ń bára wa sọ lójoojúmọ́. Kò ń ṣe eré la gbé dání o. This is not the blockbuster movie. We are fighting for what will save us and the next generation. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead. Loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I should go Mr. Koike.
How are you, sir? Amen.
Yeah. So, really appreciate that she explained your contest lórí ti before the last caller. The party to mention Baba Gani Adams. I think we come understand the benefit. New expect on your question to Mama brought the issue the party Baba Gani Adams. So láti máa kọ́ sí information lórí ogun kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. So èmi rò pé ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ìyẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì nínú gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn. So ìdí tí mo sọ pé mo appreciate bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí òun pé ẹ jẹ́ kí everybody understand nǹkan tó ń lọ pé kò sí jẹ́jẹ́ láàrin bàbá àti bàbá Gani Adams. Tó pé mo program kan lánàá tí lára àwọn OPC sọ pé ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìkirè àbí ìgbé kìí ṣe láàrin Yorùbá nation àti ìgbé àwọn fáṣọ kan ìgbé. Okay. So nǹkan tó kàn ń tọ́ láti sọ ni pé okay. So nǹkan tí mo kàn ń tọ́ láti sọ ni pé nǹkan tí mi kàn ń tọ́ láti sọ ni pé mo rí appreciate bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe explain àárín yẹn fún everybody, so mo rí appreciate ẹ̀ gan. So then last thing wẹ́ sọ ni pé lórí campaign Yorùbá nation tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ìgbà bá ní pé bóyá àwọn group kan wà láti lè sẹ́ni wọn sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti lè light àwọn area boys láti lè jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé nǹkan bá bàbá yìí ìdí la fi ń jà fún Yorùbá nation ìdí rèé, so láti lè jẹ́ kó ó yé wọn. So gbogbo àwọn tó ń pè wọn mention area boys ló bá àwọn pípé yìí ni àwọn politician máa ń lò. So orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ máa jẹ́ kó yé wọn bóyá àwọn group kan wà tó máa send lọ underground láti lè jẹ́ kí government explain everything fún wọn níbẹ̀. So láti lè jẹ́ kó yé wọn ìdí tí a fi ń jà ìjà yìí. So fún àǹfààní ohun kálukú náà ni nítorí condition tí àwọn tó ń ṣe area boys náà wà àwọn náà fẹ́ ọdún tó kò sí iṣẹ́ kò sí nǹkan, so náà lè jẹ́ káwọn náà máa bá wọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ọtí àwọn kò bá dọ́kítà sí rẹ̀ light and fífi ìkó máa wọ òkè.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni torí àsìkò ni ẹ má bínú, and I want to take maybe 1 or 2 more calls and then we will wind down for today, and then I'll be back again tomorrow. I will never get tired. I've told you that if I'm not on, it will just be for one reason or the other. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, caller. Ẹ bá mute the background, mommy. Ẹ bá mute the background, ẹ ti wọlé. Àwa ni ẹ mọ̀. Kò ní gbé ọ̀dà lẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Well, let us say ẹ má bínú àní gbé ìpè kankan mọ́. Ọ̀dà ìpínlẹ̀ ẹni tí ráyè wọlé o. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay. Ẹni ẹ ti àdẹ̀gbọ́n pàtẹ́ ni ẹ sọ. I have to disconnect now. Let me play this last 2 video. Ànígbépọ̀ kọ́ kankan mọ́ is exactly almost 4:30. This is what we expect more from all our team on the ground. I don't know these individuals, but I appreciate what they've done, because this is this is not the first time we're seeing similar thing, but I guess this was in Lagos. People say it was in Idumota. If we can see more of these, I can tell you that means people are ready. We already have the video on the ground. And this was in can watch that video more on our timeline. And on that note, is exactly 16:31.